Ever faced the frustration of receiving no results or incorrect answers from your Copilot prompts? Even though you're sure your prompt was clear, you're not alone. Many users encounter challenges when their Copilot fails to deliver useful insights, leaving them stuck with incomplete or irrelevant data. With the help of a few troubleshooting steps, you can turn Copilot into a reliable asset for your data analysis needs. In this video, we'll dive into evaluating prompts using a real-world example, a project scheduling Gantt chart. We'll explore how to develop criteria for assessing the accuracy, relevance, and efficiency of prompts with Excel Copilot. You'll learn how to identify what went wrong with your prompts, why they failed, and how to refine them for better results. We'll also cover troubleshooting techniques to help you address common issues and get the most out of Copilot. By the end of this video, you will be able to identify evaluation criteria for assessing prompts. Let's focus on a real-world example, a project scheduling Gantt chart. Here we have a list of data entries that could be used to create a Gantt chart to keep your team on track. Like humans, AI will also make mistakes. So we'll unpack what to do when your prompts do not yield any results at all. Let's start with a straightforward prompt. Summarize the percentage of completion across departments. Copilot responds, but it does not specify how to determine the completion status or how to group the data by departments. Here we have an unsuccessful attempt in generating the correct result. At first glance, the prompt appears accurate, but let's evaluate it further. The prompt contains a simple task, which is to summarize. The expectation is clear, which is to summarize the percentage of completion. So next, let's talk about relevance. Did Copilot focus on the most important data for this prompt? We asked it to focus on the percentage of completion of the tasks and to summarize it by department. However, if we scan the data set, we do not see any columns containing any information regarding the percentage of completion or any columns containing information about departments. Copilot also gave us this feedback. So, how can we expect Copilot to understand our request when there is no relevant data to read? It was forced to make assumptions and unfortunately made the incorrect ones. One of the fundamentals of prompting is to ensure Copilot does not have to assume anything. This would be the same as expecting a colleague to understand how to complete a task without first providing clear instructions and all the resources needed in order to complete the task. Your first step is to critically evaluate your prompt when Copilot is unable to complete a task and does not provide any results. Sometimes Copilot might even return too much information or something that's not directly related to your prompt. If that happens, you'll need to refine your prompt to filter out the noise. If after assessing your prompt, you're feeling confident that it should yield a result, but you're still not getting one, here's how to troubleshoot further. Copilot is still in the preview phase, which means it is still learning, so there are bound to be bugs that pop up. Start by eliminating the setup errors, such as, have I activated autosave? You can turn this feature on in the top left corner of the workbook. 2. Is my document saved to SharePoint or OneDrive? Save your workbook by navigating to the Backstage view or using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl and S. Next, you want to ensure Copilot is reading and recognizing your data on your worksheet. Check this by noting whether Copilot has auto-detected your data range. You can see in the prompt box, it has detected my range in cells A1 to G51. If it does not, try selecting one of the suggested prompts from the chat pane on the left. Otherwise, my favorite troubleshooting prompt is, where is my data? When Copilot responds confirming my table contains 50 rows of data, then I know the problem might exist with my prompt. As a next step, While this is not mandatory, you can try converting your data into a table format. Highlight your data with Ctrl and A and create a table with the shortcut Ctrl and T. Then rerun your prompt. This table format provides structured data that Copilot might easily understand and manipulate, enhancing the accuracy and relevance of its responses to your prompts. Finally, close your Excel workbook and reopen it, and then rerun your prompt in Copilot. If you've tried all of the above and are still experiencing technical difficulties, navigate to the top right of the chat pane and select the drop-down arrow next to the Copilot Preview heading. From this list, you can select the second last option, which is Help. Now you have access to hundreds of articles to read, and the last option at the bottom of this list is Troubleshoot. In this video, you learned how to identify evaluation criteria for assessing prompts with Copilot, focusing on accuracy, relevance, and efficiency. We demonstrated how to craft prompts like summarizing project tasks based on the RAG status, and how to troubleshoot when prompts do not yield results. By mastering these evaluation techniques, you can improve the effectiveness of your prompts and enhance your overall data analysis process. Ready to put your new skills into practice? Start by applying the evaluation criteria to your own prompts with Copilot. If you encounter issues, use the troubleshooting tips we covered to refine your approach and get the results you need.